Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, guys, to another episode of our 30-day series Ramadan lecture. It's hosted by me, Dawda Khan, and my lovely wife, Numso Kaba.
Hey guys, welcome to the discussion. We are super excited. Today we're going through 2 surahs. I'm so excited to learn more context about this. Learn more context about these 2 surahs from the friends and family that are joining. So today's a shorter session, but we're super excited.
All right, Numso, you can start the quiz.
I don't think I can start it. I already have my team. You have to start it.
Oh, okay. Start, okay. All right, Mo, y'all can see it, right?
It's coming up. Yeah. I don't know if man's here, but I can see.
Question 1. Who do we seek protection from in Surah An-Nas?
Who do we seek protection from?
Yeah, in Surah An-Nas.
The angels, the mankind, the light, the peace.
Did you have to?
None of those. We don't see protection
None of those.
from none of those. We don't see
It's supposed to be
protection
shit
from.
time.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Do we see protection from mankind?
No. Did I? Wait.
It's Shaitan and the Whisper.
The
I think the
Whisperers,
last time
right?
we had
Unless
Yeah, that shit.
Look back at the surah and see that probably could be in there. I don't
because
know.
maybe it's the first verse. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Like
The evils of mankind or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think mankind. Yeah, mankind.
Yeah.
Mankind's part of it.
Yeah.
You didn't select nothing?
No, because I didn't know.
Mankind. It's the Lord of the mankind from the Whisperer and the devil. Yes.
Okay, so
From
I'm gonna.
mankind.
So,
Okay,
so
so I
each
got that one
question.
wrong.
So okay. So Mo, you're
That
next.
could be man. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mo, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Next. How many verses are in Surah An-Nas? When you give the answer, Numso will click it for you.
5.
Final answer?
Something like 5. Yeah, I'll go 5. Damn, 7.
No, it's 6.
6.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, 6.
So everybody got no points on the board. Lamin is next. Question 3. Who do we seek protection from in Surah An-Nas?
The day of judgment, the fire of hell, the punishment of the grave, or the evil of the retreating whisperers.
Yeah.
The last one, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That was
I
correct.
read
Okay, Lamin got 1 point on the board. Okay. Next. It's you, Numso.
No, so next.
It's a true or false question. Surah An-Nas asks for protection from both jinn and mankind. True or false?
True.
Okay.
The whisperers that are among jinns and mankind,
Yeah. Let me move myself.
or that
right.
come to put
Okay.
evil into the heart of jinns or mankind.
Perfect. Okay, Mo, you're next.
Okay.
Surah An-Nas mentioned 3 attributes of Allah. Which of these is not mentioned? King of man, Lord of man, King of mankind, Lord of mankind, Creator of mankind, God of mankind. So,
Which one is not mentioned?
yeah.
King of mankind. I'll go with that one.
It was late, but
Creator
it's
of
creator. Because Malik in Naz, he says Malik in that one. So that's which is king of mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malik mean king.
Okay.
Those are close terms though, so that was a tough one.
So, Creator of mankind was the correct one.
Yeah.
6. Surah An-Nas is the last chapter of the Quran. True or false?
True, true.
Okay. Correct. So
Correct.
2-1-1. So you're
That's
next.
114.
Yeah. Okay, so next is you, right, Numso? Okay, next one. How many verses are in Surah Al-Kawthar? 3, 4, 5, or 2?
Is it 3?
Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
3. Okay, so 2, 2, 1. Mo, you're next.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, what does Al-Kawthar mean? 1, wealth, prayer, mercy, abundance.
Damn. Where was I at? Where was I at when this was being done?
With Khalifa?
See, I don't know. I don't know.
Pick one, pick one.
I'm gonna go with
It's too late. Abundance.
Okay, sorry.
Abundance.
Okay, so 2, 2, 1. Lamin is up next. Question 9. What 2 actions are commanded in Surah Al-Kawthar? 1, give charity and seek forgiveness. 2, fast and recite the Quran. 3, pray and offer sacrifice. 4, travel and spread Islam.
I think it was. Is it 3?
He said 3, 3. The pray and offer
It's 3.
sacrifice.
It's 3, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. So 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Oof, I need to go back to that one.
Okay. So it's 30 seconds. So I gotta. What did Allah grant Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in Surah Al-Kawthar? 1, victory over enemies. 2, a river in a paradise. 3, wealth and power. 4, new relevation.
Revelation.
No revelation. No revelation. No revelation.
Okay.
Wait, that was me, right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay. A river in paradise.
I was like, there's no way you're not gonna get that right.
Why?
Because
That's the name of it?
yeah, like and last week we also went through it. Okay, Mo. What Surah Al-Ma'um warns against those who refuse to feed the poor?
True or false?
True or false?
True.
That's a good. True.
Correct.
All right, so that's 3, 2, 2, right?
3, 3, 2.
3, 3, 2.
3, 2.
Mo got 2. Lamin got 3. You got 3.
Okay.
Okay, Lamin is next. It's a true or false question. Surah Al-Kawthar promised punishment to the Prophet's enemies. True or false? You got 17.
Wait, what's the question? My phone?
Surah Al-Kawthar promised punishment to the Prophet enemies. True or false? You got 10 seconds.
False.
What's a good for?
Oh, true. I'm tripping. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Wait, I just see the accident. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm here with it. So that's 4, 3, 3, 2.
Yo.
Yeah, I think they tricked Lamin out because they kept saying, don't say punishment. I mean, probably like, all right, let me.
Yeah.
Man. What does al-ma'um mean? So, generosity, prayers, small kindness, charity.
Small kindness.
Yeah, you remember that. We had a long conversation about that day. Okay, who's next? Brother Mo. Numso in the league right now. According to Surah Al-Ma'um, what do hypocrites do in prayers? They pray sincerely. They never pray. They pray on time. They pray only to show off.
Pray only to show off.
Correct.
All right, so that's 3, 3, 4. Next, Lamin, right? Al-Kawthar is a worldly reward given to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. True or false?
False.
Correct.
Okay, so that's 4, 4, 3. Mo, you got a chance to redeem yourself. Mo got 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go out with a bang, or you can go out sad. Who does Surah Al-Ma'um criticize? 1, those who neglect prayers. 2, those who only pray to show off. 3, those who refuse to help the needy. Last one, all the above.
Help me.
Yeah, that's you.
All the above.
Ooh,
Yeah, this one was tough.
look at you go.
I'm weak.
Yay! So it's a tie.
So that's a tie. Okay, so
Oh wow, we all came back.
don't worry, don't worry. Um,
Yay!
Yo, I could have won that. I said, yo, I'm bugging. I'm still mad that I even just said that answer, yo.
so let me see. Will they show the? Oh, no, it's only one person. So all right, cool.
Yeah, because I pressed.
So now don't worry, man. You get a chance to redeem yourself. Let's look at this one though.
That's great.
All right.
So we starting now?
Nope, I made 2 because I thought it was gonna be,
We could do the second one next time.
the second one is it's like the older one. Let's just get it out the way.
Okay.
Let's get it out the way. Cause I have another quiz at the end.
Okay. No, I was saying we can use that for next time.
Yeah, well next time when they come, we're still gonna be here. But I wanna use it. You starting right, so?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not trivia. Al ars and what's the other one? I just went. Anyway, let's go. What does an al ars mean in English? 1, the patience. 2, the guidance. 3, the time.
Time.
Okay, that was fast. All right, let me your next.
Because I got that one wrong last time.
Y'all can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does Surah Al-As emphasize as necessary for success? 1, wealth and power. 2, military strength. 4, patience, true faith, and good deeds. Last one, memorizing the Quran.
Al Asr?
Uh-huh.
I'm not. Alas.
Um, damn.
You got 10 seconds.
Wait, hold on. I'm bugging. Try to look at this shit. Wealth and power. I'm gonna say no. This is the blue one.
Okay, those are good. Yeah, that was true.
Patience, truth.
Okay.
Patience, truth.
Like to find the device. And
Yep.
everything.
Because this one I think is the one that has like the here are the 3
Yeah. I tell you, be patient with people, faith, have faith in God, good deed. Like it was given all the.
yeah, like
Yeah.
here are the 3 guidances
Yeah.
of,
Okay, it's Brother Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Surah Al-Asr teaches that patience and truth are the key to success. True or false?
True.
Okay. Everybody got a 1 on the board. Numso, it's your turn. How many verses are in Surah Al-Asr? Al-Asr. 3. God, lead. Everybody what? 2, 1, 1.
Mm-hmm.
What does al-fil mean in English? The options are the camel, the mountain, the elephant, the horse.
Elephant. Elephant.
correct.
So 2 more. That's your turn. Supposed to say Surah. Surah Al-Fil described a historical event that happened in the year of elephants. True or false?
True.
Yeah. Oh, Tante Gina, how you
That's
doing?
it.
Good, good. Sorry for the delay.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Perfect timing. Okay, next one. What's the next one?
Oh, you have to click next.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next, who's it's you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was Quraysh's main economic activity mentioned in the Surah? 1, fishing, farming, trading, caravans, teaching.
Trading caravans.
Perfect. So everybody, it's a tie right now, right? For everybody, right? How did Allah destroy the army of Abraha? This is for Lamin. Being by sending the flood, by causing earthquake, by sending birds with stones, by sending angels to fight.
Birds and stones.
Correct.
Number 10, Mo. What does Allah command Quraysh to do in gratitude for their blessing? 1, build more markets. 2, give charity to the Romans. 3, travel to the other land. 4, pray to the Lord of the Kaaba.
Pray to the Lord of Kaaba.
These are pretty easy, isn't it?
Nice. And then Tati Jenabu can do the
Oh,
next
Tati Ginabu, we
three.
got one for you. You ready?
She can do the next three.
Okay.
This
But I
is
didn't download the app yet.
no, no. You don't need the
Kahoot.
app. You don't need
Okay.
it. It's showing on the thing. I shared it, so I think you
Oh,
can see
okay,
it.
okay.
Okay. You ready? What does Quraysh refers to? The options are the type of trade, place in Yemen, battle, the tribe of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
The tribe of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Bravo.
And she could do another one.
Finally.
Catch up.
I got another one for you. Who led the army of the elephant giants against the Kaaba? One, Abu Laha, Fir'aun, Abraha, or Haman?
Abraha.
Bravo. All right.
See, I've been listening.
Yep. 13. The Quraysh tribe used to travel for trade in summer and winter. True or false?
True.
True or false?
True. True,
True.
true.
Perfect. I think there's one more. Yeah. Surah Quraysh warns the people about punishment. True or false?
True. I'll say true. I don't know this one for sure. It's false.
You got it.
What's the real answer?
Yeah,
What did they want?
It's false.
I thought that's what I
No,
saw.
I thought it was true. I can go back and check anyway. Hold on.
It was false. It showed false or
Oh,
something.
false, false.
It doesn't mention punishment in there.
It's false. It's false.
So then it's what, three? Okay.
According to Surah Al-As, who is in loss? Only the disbeliever, only the poor, everyone except those who believe and do good deeds, only the people of Quraysh.
Whose turn is it?
All this for Auntie.
Oh, it's for me? Okay. Allah.
Everyone except those who believes and do good deeds.
According to Surah. Who is in loss?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
I think that would be it. We have another one at the end. So we haven't even
Oh,
started
okay,
reading.
okay.
Yep.
This was a review?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Perfect. So welcome back to another lecture of the 30 days series, right? Of Ramadan.
I thought we were
Yeah, we're gonna do it, but
Okay.
so as we get into it today, we're gonna be covering.
I go through ADIYAT.
If I get off.
والعاديات ضبحا
Oh, it doesn't go through all the way.
Oh, you might have to play.
والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
That was lit. Okay. So today we just went through. Again, we're covering 3 surah. We just went through Adiyat. Am I saying that right? Close enough. Okay. So. Okay. So it said the first line is talking about a galloping, panting horse, striking sparks of the fire with their hearth, launching raids at dawn, stirring up clouds of dust, and penetrating into the hearts of the enemy lines. Surely humankind is ungrateful for their Lord, and they certainly attest to this, and they are truly extreme in their love of worldly gains. Do they not know what Do they not know that when the contents of the graves will be spilled out? So that's Adiyat. So I'm gonna give
That's the
you.
end of it?
That's the end of it. It's also short. And so,
Can I
Surah,
read the one that I have here?
yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That would be perfect.
Okay, so I call to witness the panting and snorting chargers, and those that strike sparks of fire dashing against the stones, and those that make raids at dawn, and raising up clouds of dust therewith. They penetrate thus right into the middle of the enemy's ranks. That good for nothing human, or that human being is indeed very ungrateful to his Lord, and he himself bears witness to all this by his conduct, and he is truly speaking the extreme limit in his love for wealth. Does not then such a one know the time when all the graves will be raised up in the hereafter, and the time when what is hidden in the bosoms of people shall be made known? Verily, their Lord is, of course, fully aware of all regarding them that day.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of context
Yep.
about the surah, and after that we can have a discussion. So, Nusay, if you want to add on more to it too, after I'm done, you can. Surah Al Adiyat is the 100th chapter of the Quran. Is also known as the war horses, and the word Adiyat come from the root word ad, which mean to run. What does it mean? Like the chapter described the special feature of the war horse and the swears by them. And it also emphasized that humans are ungrateful to God. It contrasts the loyalty of horses to the loyalty that humans show to God. It invites people to reflect on God's greatness and thank Him for His blessing. So, what does it include? The first 5 verses of the chapter depict Muslim warriors galloping towards and attacking forces. It mentioned that men is ungrateful and in love with material worlds. And it also mentioned that one day, on the last day, men concealed secret will be revealed. Other details also talks about it believes to have been revealed in Mecca rather than later in Medina. It has 11 verses and 40 words. Do you have anything else that you want to add, Numso?
Not really. I want to learn like what context,
What
like
context?
more
Yeah.
context in the sense of like
Okay, so it
when
also
this, yeah.
got you. So the surah began by swearing an oath by our Adiyat, which referred to the swift horses that runs and pant, indicating the swiftness of Allah, accountability, and the inevitability of punishment. I think we need more context to understand like the overview of the whole surah. Do anybody are
Does
familiar with
anyone
the
know
surah?
where it comes?
Is it the tafsir that y'all reading? Like the what is it called?
No, just
Like you know how you're telling, like you're like breaking it down. You're saying like you're kind of breaking it down. Are you reading it off something?
Yeah, we
yeah.
researched to see
It's not a
to-
tafsir, but I could pull the tafsir up too. I think that's actually
Yeah, yeah. Try to pull that up. That might give you more like context. Cause like if certain surahs, they might not be like as clear cut as like some people would like, but it's like the message behind it.
Yeah, so I have a Quran app that I read through.
yeah.
So this one says that it was revealed before Hijrah. So that's also a point to note there. And then it says this chapter deals with Islamic defense wars in a prophetic way. The forces of disbelievers will wage wars, and the Muslims will not be spared from these wars. So I don't know if that gives a little bit of more insight.
Repeat it a little bit. A little bit.
It says this chapter deals with Islamic defensive wars in a prophetic way. The forces of disbelievers will wage wars, and the Muslims will not be spared from these wars.
Okay, got you.
So
Yeah.
it could be, yeah, there's a lot of ways to interpret it. I didn't get to this on our app Numso, so I don't know yet, but
Maybe I can even pull the video that we can
This,
watch also that kind of give us a more of a context. But also I see here that the context, the surah, the Prophet Muhammad mission, the context of the surah idea is the Prophet Muhammad mission, the day of judgment and human characteristics. So the Prophet Muhammad mission was Surah Al-Dia was to reveal. It was revealed in Mecca during the early part of the Prophet Muhammad mission. Some scholars believe that the surah was revealed in response to the delayed mission led by Al Mundir and Ibn Arm al Asari. I'm butchering the name, but the surah reassured the prophet of the mission success and the safety of his members. So the day of judgment, the surah discussed the horrors of the day of judgment and Allah retribution for people's action. The surah reminds people to reflect on their faithfulness to God. And now this here is talking about human characteristics. The surah highlight human characteristics such as stinginess and injustice. The surah contrasts the loyalty of the horses to the loyalty of one out to show towards God. The surah is named after the swift horse referred to ADIYAT mentioning in the opening verses. So we
I just look up more context so I can read.
Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
So it said the surah is like 11 verses and it had like 4 different themes, right? And the first one is the power and loyalty of the war horses, right? The surah, it said the surah opened up with the oath referring to the galloping horses that stir up a dust and charging fearlessly into a battle. And that part, it said that the second part, human ingratitude. Yeah, it said despite receiving blessing, many people remain ungrateful to the Lord. And then the third theme is the love for wealth. The surah criticized the deep attachment people have to material wealth, often neglect their spiritual obligation. And then the final one is a reality to the afterlife. It said the final verse of the surah warned that on the day of judgment, all hidden secrets will be exposed and people will be held accountable to their action. So those are the 4 themes that go into the surah, and they give a little description. We said that like the surah began with the vivid description of war horse charging into a battle, emphasizing their speed, energy, and loyalty. These verses highlight the intense nature of warfare and devotion to horses to their rider. Yeah. And it said they imagine their service as a country human being who are often ungrateful to their Lord. Something like that.
And I guess
Wait, when y'all first, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask the question. Some of the more things, I think as everyone continues to piece on what they're finding based on their research, I think it's definitely super helpful for me. And what I want to also know is like what happened for this to be a response to, if possible. But go ahead.
go ahead. Let me. My bad.
No. My thing was like I remember like when y'all first. I think it was Numso that read the full version of it, right?
Yeah.
Or like the whole 11, I think, ayahs, right? So it was one thing that like caught my attention when she first read it. What was it? I think it was what part was it? It was like something about like being in love with like wealth and stuff like that. I believe that's what it said. Something about like being, somebody said greedy and everything like that. When we first read it, that's when I was like, that was like the first thing that kind of like stuck to me.
Is it the one that says, and he is truly speaking the extreme limit in his love for wealth?
Yeah. It was like that. Yeah, that part right there. That was like the number one part that like caught me. It was like, oh, okay, they could be talking about like just like somebody said, like people being greedy and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and also them. So I don't think it's like for like some surahs. Obviously, something happened for Allah to reveal the surah to Prophet. So I feel like this surah just speaking of reassurance of like what His oneness, and then just like telling us not to be ungrateful. Just I feel like certain surahs was revealed not only because something happened, but because to keep like the religion
like a reminder.
A reminder. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
But no, this could be like it could be something that did happen like within the people of the prophet or whatever. But like I'm not sure if that could be it, but I don't know. But what Mo said, definitely like it could definitely be a reminder though.
It's a short surah, but it's definitely layered, right? So I see more stuff.
Yeah.
Let's say according to the Islamic tradition, Surah Adiyat is believed to have been revealed following a successful military campaign led by Ali ibn Abi Talib, where Muslim force launched a surprise attack at dawn, defeating their enemies quickly and decisively. The imaginary of galloping horses in the surah is seen as a metaphor for this swift and powerful military action, highlighting the might of Allah and the importance of remaining faithful to Him even in face of adversity. Key points: the battle, the story often associated to Surah. Prophet Muhammad army confront a hostile tribe who attacked at dawn after a night march, achieving a swift victory. So the meaning of ADIYAT is, the horses. So that kind of give more context. But I do want to play a 2-minute video where they're kind of breaking down. Y'all be able to see it too. So I think that would be a better option to play it now. All right, okay.
Al-Adiyat, the Galloping Horses, is chapter 100 in the Quran. This Meccan chapter was revealed to emphasize that those who are ungrateful to Allah will be held accountable on the Day of Judgment. Allah begins the chapter swearing by the horses used in battle. وَالْعَادِيَاتِ ضَبْحًا, by the galloping, panting horses. فَالْمُورِيَاتِ قَدْحًا, striking sparks of fire with their hoofs. فَالْمُغِيرَاتِ صُبْحًا, launching raids at dawn. فَأَثَرْنَ بِهِ نَقْعًا, stirring up clouds of dust. فَوَسَطْنَ بِهِ جَمْعًا, and penetrating into the heart of enemy lines. إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لِرَبِّهِ لَكَنُودٌ, surely humankind is ungrateful to their Lord. When something bad happens to them, they forget all the blessings from Allah and complain about what is ailing them. وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ, and they certainly attest to this. Not only is Allah a witness to their ungratefulness, they themselves acknowledge it. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ, and they are truly extreme in their love of worldly gains. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ إِذَا بُعْثِرَ مَا فِي الْقُبُورِ, do they not know that when the contents of the graves will be spilled out, وَحُصِّلَ مَا فِي الصُّدُورِ, and the secrets of the hearts will be laid bare, إِنَّ رَبَّهُمْ بِهِمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ لَخَبِيرٌ, surely their Lord is all aware of them on that day. So we must always be grateful to Allah, not only for His blessings, but for the hardships as well. Help us create more videos by visiting our website today and contributing to our mission and project. Please subscribe.
But yeah, like
But for me, I would just say it was just like the surah was about, like, again, like reminding us believers to be grateful to Allah, and then it just warns us against warns us against being attached to like these worldly possessions, right? And it just also emphasizes of the day of judgment, how people is gonna be judged. So like the moral is, don't be attached to this worldly life, and then because the day of judgment you'll be judged, all the secrets that how it might be hidden. So for me, that's how I take away from it. So
okay. Let me see you.
Wait, what? Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
No, what I take away from it is like what happened. Like Mo said, like being grateful and also like just being like a what is it called? Like being appreciative of like Allah through it all. Like no matter what it is, like the same thing that I said the other day. Like some people, when we're like having a good time, we forget like Allah. Whenever nobody makes more dua than a person that's going through something. You see what I'm saying? Like I said this the other day. Like whenever you're going through stuff, like when you're sick, like he said in the video, whenever you're like anything, any calamity that you're going through, like that's when like you try to like reach out to Allah more. But when your life is like okay or whatever, whenever you get out of that hole that you like made dua for, you kind of like take your foot off the brake. Take your foot off the gas a little bit on like making dua and just like being grateful to Allah. That's what like I really like get away from that.
This is a good one. But yeah, Nimsa, you want to say something? Because I have like I feel like we're gonna stay on this for a little bit because I have like I want to break it down like to a point where we have a clear understanding of it, especially me. Do you have something?
Yeah, no, I think definitely watching that video was extremely helpful. And I do think like kind of what Mo was saying before, sometimes like being, Mo, I mean like the sending of reminders and things like that. I think for me, because of the horse and like I was stuck on like, okay, it's a setting that's being described, okay, like what happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, whereas like he first started in the video by saying, it swears by and almost like a simile, right? Like or a metaphor, right? Because I don't know if they said like or as, but almost like a comparison. The loyalty of the horse, and using that as it may just be a metaphor. I'm not sure, but based on all the other things that you guys talked about, like the having loyalty to God, making sure being as loyal to Allah when things are great and when things are not great, like what Lamin said and what we kind of talked about a couple weeks ago, or I mean during the last episode, and that loyalty is important, right? Because it makes sense because when things are doing great, you focus so much on those things that are great and on the greed that you have and the money and then this and then that and the vacation and all of that. So like you focus so much on that because the hardship you're not really feeling the hardship right now. And so it ties to kind of what what it says about being so far like indulged and like blinded by worldly things, and like the love of like the worldly things to a certain limit, so that to an extreme limit that it makes you forget to be grateful and also pray and worship and thank and have that gratitude to God. And so I think and then to like what kind of what you said, the way that it ended, our hearts will talk and our hearts will reveal everything when the time comes. And so it's important to just have, a very clear and a genuine heart posture, and always check your heart posture. Whenever everything is amazing, everything is bad, etc., check your heart posture and make sure that it's still filled with gratitude for everything you have, filled with gratitude for everything you will have, filled with gratitude for everything you don't have, right? Because that could be a blessing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was well said. Okay, so now we went through it a couple of times. We also watched the video, and I agree with what you said, Lamin, too, and almost everybody else. It teaches, the metaphor is to like the ungratefulness of like mankind or humans in general, and also being more focused on material stuff and not really focusing on your faith or believing God and things like that, and also the injustice part of it, and also the stinginess, which also fall in the category of being materialistic, or whatever the case may be. And also in the video, they also mentioned the fact that sometimes they'll be like, they'll start complaining when things is not going okay for them, but just forget about God and their faith, and things like that. So also, it's also a strong warning about Judgment Day, right? Things will be revealed, eventually during Judgment Day or whatever. So my question here to everybody is like, first, the one thing I want to know, because the horse symbolize something. One, what does the horse symbolize? Two, why the attack? Three is like, obviously we know the metaphor. So I would say those two. What does the horse symbolize, and how does the raid at dawn reflects everything that was said in here? You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Am I
So I was saying that, like, for me, the horse like symbolized, because like and the surah said that the horse is charging into the battle with speed, energy, and loyalty. So they like speeding into the battle like heads on, right? Would not even looking right or left, not thinking anything, not just like going straight. And I think that symbolizes how we should be, charging into God. Because I'm not gonna lie, at times, like for example, I'm gonna make two comparisons. Like when I'm working versus when I'm praying, is not like, sometimes it's not like I don't put the same effort. Sometimes I pray with the emotions, like I like trying to just get it over with so I can, go do whatever I need to do. Versus when I'm working, I would like put my 100% focus. I don't want to mess up. I work with numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to mess up. So like I feel like when it comes to all prayers, like for me especially, like I could take my time a little bit, and I'm starting to learn that with my wife. Like she take her time to pray and sit on the tapis and make a dua. Sometimes I'll even get up and sit on the couch and make my dua instead of like stay being in my tapis and make my dua. So for me, that's why the symbolism of the horses are they going straight in, like with energy and loyalty, just to go fight. And I feel like that's how we should be going straight on to God whether things are going bad or right for us.
And I want to add on to what Mo just said because OMG. So okay, so I looked this up just now as well. Mo, so the way you said it symbolizes how we should be towards Allah, right?
Yeah.
Here it says it says the horses in the surah. I don't know if it's true or not, but this, all of this is kind of our interpretation and whatnot. But here it says the horses in the surah symbolizes strength, speed, loyalty, and the power of Allah. And the way that I'm looking at it is how we should be reciprocating 150%. The same speed, loyalty, and strength that Allah is, and especially when it says, because it's one thing to say the strength of Allah, right? That's just strength by itself. But the loyalty means like you're loyal to what, right? Loyalty means they're counterparties that you're loyal to, that you are there for, that you support, that you love, that you protect, and the strength and the power and the way that the horses are speeding up and they're galloping is like lifting, the sand and all this other stuff. It's like how strong the power of and God's love and loyalty towards us is coming to us like full speed with no deviation, with no slowing. Oh, I'm slowing down. It's coming full speed to us, right? And we see that in all of the blessings and all the things that we have, the protection, etc. And the fact that like you having that point of view right there of that's the loyalty we should be reciprocating back, if not more, because of all of what Allah has, and it's almost like when your parent, when your mom, when you're a baby and how much like love and loyalty and protection that she has for you, but you being oblivious as a child may not be like projecting that back to her until, let's say, you play and you fall and then you run to mom, right? Because you've fallen. Yes. And so I like the what you said, and like that right there, all of that just kind of like really locked into my head. And then even like to your point, waking up or the same amount of loyalty and power and strength and or just energy while we're in focus, while we're working and doing things that are paying us money of this worldly, like jobs that we prayed for, that God allowed us to have and gave us
to have, and then we spend more time on that than our prayers and stuff. Like that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like when I was thinking about that horse, I was like, yeah, that makes like these surahs are short, but they're so deep. You can talk about it all days. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Like, it's deep.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Both of your explanations were really, really good.
Okay, they're not off the hook yet. So pretty much what I got from there, and also after that, I want to, because you guys kind of also talk about how you guys apply it to life or whatever. So the horse galloping, strength, force, loyalty, like the horses are like horses are known for being loyal animals. So look, I understand that part. That was well said on both sides, and I think people should take that into account and apply that to their real life, even not just worshiping God. But it's like having a tunnel vision. It can be with your whatever you're working on, a job, your dream job, what a business. If you have this type of like loyalty, strength, faith within whatever you're doing, there's a strong chance that you will come out on top. So I also look at it in that way too, how you can apply it to real life. So yeah, so pretty much. So my question would be, right? So the people that are pretty much ungrateful, because Surah said ungrateful, to those people that didn't that worry about the material stuff rather than worshiping God in the way that they should have been doing. So and so the raid was against the people that were not doing the things that they should be doing, right? So was the because I think at one point we read that the raid was about it was a tribe that were was a dangerous tribe that Muhammad had to go and fight, right?
Yeah.
So to me, like that's the part I want to understand. Was it?
But they had different battles though, so this might be a different, like, this might be a different type of battle. They had like different conquests, like Uhud, Badr, like stuff like that. So this might be a different one. So I don't know if you're done. I was just gonna say something to answer
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
question. So for me, I think this specific like part of that surah is about people that was ungrateful to their Lord. Like even though like for the him blessing us with this endless blessings, right? So the part of surah said that it said that humans love for these worldly attachments, love for their wealth, right?
Yeah.
And it, excuse me,
Yes, okay.
damn. I said that's why, like, receiving all this blessing, and many people still being ungrateful. Maybe that's why the war was like, for the ungrateful people, just to remind them again, every hidden secret that you might have may come to light in the day of judgment. So
Yeah.
that's what I got from that part, like where the war was on, like ungrateful people.
I gathered to attack. Okay, because what I'm trying to say, because it's like I think it was also to
Sorry.
protect. Because I'm looking at it, it said the surah was revealed after the Muslim victory in the battle of Dah al-Salasil. I don't know if I'm saying that. The Prophet was told that 12,000 enemy had gathered to attack Medina and kill the Prophet and Ali. So the
Okay.
Prophet sent company to attack the enemies, but they returned without success. The Prophet sent Ali with a large group of Muslims to fight the enemies. The Muslims defeat the enemies, taking many captive. Before the Muslim force returned to Medina, the surah was revealed. The Prophet recited the surah in the morning prayers, and his companions said that they had not heard it before. The Prophet said that Ali won the battle, and that Gabriel brought him the surah as good news. So okay, so that's the part I wanted to understand, because reading it from one perspective of not understanding the full story, it's like if it's like they're sent to go attack another tribe because of what was my question? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
For
I get
what?
it.
Like not if they're disbelief, they don't believe it. Like okay, but if they're not a threat, because that would go against anything we do now. Like if you decided to attack somebody because they are not or they are non-believers or whatever the case may be, then that would be right. You get what I'm saying? But if there's a cause, if you're doing it to defend your tribe or yourself, then that's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you had a third question.
Yeah, I don't think I remember. Yeah, I don't think I remember.
And also, doubted to that point where you're saying that is telling us to do something that we wouldn't do right now. Fight someone that doesn't believe or is not a believer. Also, think about like during that time, right? So there are some surahs I've learned recently that were revealed, and it is just for that specific time and place. It is just for that specific moment. So in the Quran, there's surahs revealed after surahs. Some of them look like it's going against what was previously revealed, but that's not the case. I've learned recently that that's not the case. that when the surah comes down and it says one thing and then another thing comes down and it says something that looks like it's different, it's usually not different. It's just emphasizing on what was said before. But there's also some surahs that were revealed for just that specific moment that will never ever happen again, and it's just for that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and if I remember correctly, and
Like Surah Tauba or Surah Al-Taub. I think it's like the second or the third one. That surah I specifically remember when I read it and then heard the translation and everything. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so harsh. Like, it was very harsh. It was like, you see a disbeliever, you kill them. You like, very harsh. And it doesn't start with it's the only surah that does not start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in there. But after I listened to the explanation and things like that, it said that it was meant for that specific moment. That surah came down when they had just finished the battle and everything was done. Like, we won, it's a new nation, it's a Muslim nation and everything. And it came down saying, if you see a disbeliever now, the fact that we won, if you see a disbeliever now, then, they basically, you have done everything that you can to turn them to become believers. Allah has revealed miracles and revealed all these things to get them to turn into believers, but they refuse. So this is the last resort type of way. So,
you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think like, I'm going to see, maybe I don't know if we're going to be covering, this surah or not, but I forget which one it is, and I'm trying to like research to see. But even when it comes to alcohol, because alcohol is that's a good point that you make in the sense of like, there may be certain things revealed at a certain point in time that was for that point in time, but then afterwards like corrected or like, okay, here's, what you should do about it going forward or whatever. I'm trying to remember. I remember having a conversation. We were doing like a Quranic study and we're having a conversation, and there were a couple different surahs that mentioned the consumption of alcohol. And I feel that for people out there, like, I don't have it in front of me and I don't remember it. So I'm just trying to kind of share conceptually what my understanding of it was. And then, I'll ahead of time, like next time, we can discuss if we end up actually going through some of these. But I think there was one that had said not to drink until you're intoxicated, essentially not to make yourself like intoxicated or blackout or drunk, right? To the point where you don't have judgment and things like that, where you can't pray. But then later on, there was one that then also just says like, avoid it altogether, right? Like the avoiding, it wasn't only, my understanding is it wasn't the only mention of alcohol isn't only avoided altogether. There was a previous that was kind of like, just don't allow yourself to get drunk, etc., or to be intoxicated, or where that you can't pray. And then, perhaps things happen and stuff. And then God just was kind of like, okay, it's hard for people to. So really let me not break you off. No, so sorry. I didn't want to cut you off. Go ahead, finish your point and then I'll add on to that. No, I was just gonna say like then perhaps the one that came after was just like, okay, just avoid it altogether. Whether it's because humans, like sometimes like you may not, if there's something here that's tempting and stuff like that, you may not know where the limit is for yourself. You may not, and you may exhaust it and continue, etc. So it's like, you know what, just avoid it altogether. I'm just I don't know. Correct me, please.
No, it's not correcting you. You're totally right, and that has come up because I think I shared with you that I'm listening to explanations of Surah Baqarah. So that did come up in there where the reveal, one revelation comes out and then a deeper one comes out. So the explanation that the app gave me was that, so like, when you are trying to get someone to stop something that's not good for them, you do it little by little, because back then alcohol consumption was the regular, right? So from the explanation that I understand, it was that instead of if Allah had brought down a surah that says stop it altogether, don't do it, it wouldn't have happened that way, right? People would go against it, or people will, because it's like if you tell a child don't do something, they're gonna go do it, right? So you had to slowly present it and slowly ease them off of it in a way.
And also around that time, it used to be very, very cold. All the Sahaba, they used to drink alcohol a lot. Even Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his uncle or Hamza, alcohol was his favorite thing. He used to go outside of Makkah and drink it. And they even so it started slowly. They used to say, don't drink and come to the masjid. Don't drink in moderation. They started with that.
Yeah, in moderation.
And then they got to a point people were still abusing it like heavily because it used to be cold. And then because Omar ibn Khalid, he's the one that said that, okay, now we're gonna stop altogether. But then as soon as he said that, I think the next day, that's when the ayah came down to say that drinking will be prohibited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think those are like prime examples of certain things, that may come down, and it's in what we're doing here is like, okay, understanding why did it come down, or when did it come down, the context. Like sometimes, like to what Mo said, it may just be reminders, and sometimes it may not necessarily be easy to understand, but spending that time to really like obviously with this Ramadan, we're not going to have time to go through the entire Quran, but we're at least picking, certain surahs. And even if we're starting with the shorter ones, but really doing that research to kind of like get an understanding and get closer,
Yeah. So, I mean, those are great points too, moving forward. When I was saying like, killing somebody that doesn't believe, that's a disbeliever, like, I'm saying like whether it was then, whether it's now, like, the killing part is if you're killing somebody for no reason, then that's different. But my whole point, it wasn't about when it was revealed, when it wasn't revealed. I wanted to understand in full context. Like they said that they were sent on a mission. What was the mission about? That was the question I was asking. Like, because we were trying to understand the full context of it. Because when you're reading it, it's telling you the horse is doing this, the horse is doing that, and things like that. Then you're like, wait, what's really going on? Then you have to get the backstory of what are they talking about? Which is the mission that they were sent on. And the doubters were lying or making rumors about the mission not being successful. And then God sent down the surah. Gabriel sent down the surah to reveal the surah to Muhammad to let him know that the mission was successful. Now, I wanted to know the core base of why they went on the mission.
Yep, which was what you just said, because they were spreading lies about.
No, that was why they were on the mission.
Oh,
and they hadn't returned yet. So the people were making false rumor that they didn't make it out, like they wasn't a successful whatever. So the prophet was worried. So in the mix of that, God through Gabriel revealed the surah to Muhammad to let him know it's okay. The mission was successful. So I was saying, what was the mission about?
Did you find out
the mission?
Yeah.
No, that's why I was still that's the whole thing. I wanted all of us to figure out what the mission was about. Just because everything, I think everything matters in context.
Yeah.
Like, but go ahead.
Yeah. And I don't know, I guess, and that was my first question of what is the full story behind and whatnot.
Yeah, correct.
And yeah, I don't know what the mission was about, and so and I don't know if if no one here knows at the currently, like this can always be something where we do research on our own end and then try to understand and see, and then I wouldn't be opposed to it, us having a part 2 of this one, in the future. But like the app that Jenabu and I use and stuff like that, like he has a video of just this one surah that, how many verses did we say? 11?
11 verses.
11 verses, but he has a video of that's an hour, right? Or over an hour long on just this one surah. Yeah. So there's definitely like scholars and people out there and stuff. And so we can,
so that will be the assignment tomorrow. If whoever people can do research, watch videos, and come back with with an answer about like the mission, the secret mission that they went on, and because that's the reason why the surah was revealed. So let's try to find it, because if you sit here and try to do that, it's going to take more time.
Yeah,
so
we can start with that.
Yeah, we can start with that
one and do
then
a recap.
and then maybe I'll put that in a quiz somewhere, or like, what was it about, or whatever, or at the end, or something. But yeah, so I think that was good. That was good.
We
So-
have Islamic study homework.
Yes, that was good.
Thank you guys for joining the discussion. I personally learned a lot, and and I'm so humbled, and I'm so happy that, you know, the friends and family that we had joined were able to really kind of contribute to the conversation. And yeah, no, I think this was amazing. We went through 2 great surahs, and we really delve in and to try to really understand things. And we have homework to do, right? This is a growing process. Like I'm really enjoying this so far, and really excited about this so far. And hopefully you guys can join the conversations too as well.
Yep.
We'll be putting all Ramadan long. We will put a link in
Maybe
our
a Discord in our description where you can just click on it. We just take you straight to Discord. If you don't have a Discord,
Exactly.
you can go ahead also and create one, and you can join.
Yep, it's super easy to join. And yeah, we'll put the link in our Instagram, so that you have it, and then we'll post on our stories exactly when we'll be holding the next meeting. So hopefully we can hear from you guys, learn from you guys. If there are any, you know, imams or whatever that want to join and help us, or even if you're not an imam and you know a lot of different things, or even if you don't know and you want to learn, join the discussion. Come ask the questions.
Yep. Yes, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also, yes, we also do quizzes at the beginning and also at the end to make it a little bit more fun. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join. Bring your friends, and let your friends know that we're going to be doing this all throughout the Ramadan 30-day series. So you're welcome to join. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, comment, and join us on Discord. We out. Peace.
Hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan. Oh, you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allahu Ghafoor, Allahu Rahim, Allahu yuhibbul muhsinin. Huwa khaliquna, huwa raziquna, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is Ghafoor, Allah is Rahim, Allah is the one who loves the muhsinin. He is our creator, He is our sustainer, and He is the one who has power over all. Give thanks to Allah for the